Hello, hello. I hope somebody joins me today. I'm going to do a little mukbang, just eating fresh fruit and talking about things that matter to me. Let me introduce myself. My name is Peggy Richardson. I'm an actor. Um, I worked in law and raised my family. And when I was 59 years old, I said, "This is not what I want to be doing for a living," and so I quit my job at a big law firm and decided to pursue my lifelong dream, things that I'd wanted to do since I was a tiny, tiny little girl, and that is acting. So my husband and I sold everything we owned and moved across the country to Los Angeles County. And since we've been here, I've been here like 3.5 years. And since we've been here, I've been in, I guess, 5 movies. I was in the biggest one was Nocturnal Animals, directed by Tom Ford, and I got to work with Amy Adams, and I met Jake Gyllenhaal, and I did lots of fun stuff. So meantime, I'm gonna start eating my apple. This is Honeycrisp, and it came from Sprouts yesterday, so we'll see how good it is. My God, that is good. It's really crunchy, which is exactly how I like apples. Anyhow, so um, I met Amy Adams. I worked with Amy Adams like 14 hours on a set, and I have to tell you, I was nude. Um, if you look at Nocturnal Animals, the opening scene, there is four nude dancing obese women, and I was one of them, the oldest one, in fact, the roundest and the oldest, and it was very interesting because when I saw the posting, the casting notice, I thought, nude. Hmm. But I knew it was, I found out it was like a really big movie with some really big stars, and I thought, I moved here to pursue acting, and it was a big director, Tom Ford, and so as much as I didn't want to be nude on screen, I knew that if I passed up this opportunity, another opportunity to work with such a crew and a cast and director may not come along for years because there are people who've been here, 15, 20 years and they don't have yet had their SAG card earned. So I was like, I guess I'll do it. And I told my husband about it, and he goes, "Well, I don't really know if I want you to be nude." And then I told him, I told him what it paid and a little bit more about it. And he goes, "Well, I hope the room is plenty cold enough for you." Thank God. My husband is not jealous. He's not, he doesn't get weirded out about other men being around me or anything like that. So I went to the audition, and they had said, um, you're going to have to audition nude. Okay. I mean, if you're going to be on set nude in front of like how many people, you must be in an audition room, 2 or 3 people nude, right? And so, I'm like, okay, I can do that. So we get there, and they said, well, we're going to take you in the room, and we're going to show you kind of a little dance and tell you what we want you to do, and then we're going to leave the room, and then you can take your clothes off, and then you let us know when you're ready, and we'll come back in and watch you audition. So I was thinking, do you see that apple? Is that good or what? Anyhow, I got to thinking about it, and it was like, if they're going to see me dance nude anyhow, what's the point of them leaving the room while I'm taking off my clothes? So I told him, I go, You don't have to leave the room while I'm taking off my clothes. You're going to see me nude anyhow. What's the difference, you know? So they're like, really? I said, yeah. So of course, I said, just have a seat. You know, I'm ready and whip off my clothes and started the audition. So it was interesting. And then I got cast, and they had told me it'd be a closed set, that only a few people would be on set with us. Only people who had a business reason to be there. And so I'm like, okay, that's fine. And then um, they called back and they said, it's changed a little bit. Okay. And so they said that there were going to be people in the room. I said, okay. And they went like 200 of them. Okay. So, I mean, here's the point. There are some people who would go, oh, I couldn't do that. Amy Adams told me she couldn't do it. She goes, Amy Adams told me, you are the bravest woman in Hollywood. I could not do what you're doing. Of course, I just laughed at her. I said, I couldn't do what you're doing either, honey, because I couldn't wear those shoes. Because she had on high heels, like really tall high heels. I could no more walk in those high heels. It would cripple me. And so, but I had a great time. I mean, we just laughed and cut up. I kind of tend to be silly anyhow. And so, it was pretty cool. And then I didn't work with Aaron Taylor Johnson. I'm sorry. And um, but I went to a Q&A where he was there. He and Michael Shannon were there, and a guy I know said, "Tell him I said hello and be sure and introduce yourself." So I went up to Aaron after the Q&A after the movie, and I told him. I said, he said, just say hello. My friend said to say hello, and Aaron goes, "I know who you are." I said, "You do?" He said, "Yes. You quit your job at 59 years old and moved to LA to pursue acting." He said, "You're the bravest person I know." I said, "That's me." He was so sweet. He was very, very nice. I think he's got like 3 or 4 little girls. His wife is a director, and they're just a really cute, cute family. And he is just super, super nice. I had no clue from watching him on Nocturnal Animals, and I had seen him on other stuff. I had no clue that the man was British. It's so funny when I, I have to say, when people can change their native language and accent so much that you cannot tell, I mean, there is no trace. That's pretty fascinating. Hey, how are you? Somebody's joined me. I don't know who you are, but welcome and thank you for being here. Anyhow, I was talking about being in Nocturnal Animals because I'm an actor. And since I've been in Hollywood, I was in a movie called One Buck. I was in a movie called Hypnotized. I was in Nocturnal Animals. Oh, hey, thanks. I was in, let's see, I was in, I recently did a movie called You Should Meet My Son Too. I played the part of a, thank you very much. I appreciate that, no name. Um, I played the part of a very bigoted, religious, fanatic woman who hated gay people and was doing a big campaign against them. And I had to sing this song out loud. I don't know Sweden. I mean, I know the country, but I've never been there. Anyhow, I had to sing this song out loud that was like, God hates you, God hates you. It was just really loud and obnoxious. And so, okay, and I've been in, I did the promo. Hello, 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 how are y'all? Hello, Joku Kavana. If I'm mispronouncing your name, I see you. Thank you, no name. See you soon. And um, so I really have enjoyed my time in Hollywood. I've been, like I said, I've been in 5 movies. I've done episodes on my haunted house. I'm great. Thank you. I'm home alone today, so I decided a fresh fruit mukbang and live stream for the first time. This is the first time I've live streamed. Oops, that was a big bite. Anyhow, so look me up on IMDb. I have a number of credits, but I keep waiting for that one role that will make me like really famous. So we'll see. And Honey Crisp Apple, it's really good. Yum. And let's see what else. I've done a little bit of everything in my life. I used to be a clown. Well, let me back up. I worked for a law firm for a long time after I got out of high school and went to college a little bit. And then I worked at Nissan, making cars and trucks and test driving trucks. And I used to drive on the high bank test track. So the bank was like 30 degrees, and if you're up on the bank and you quit, your car would just roll. And so it was kind of scary. Every time I had to drive up on the wall, it would just be like a little bit freaky. So, let's say what else? And then I went back to law firms. No, then I quit Nissan and became a clown. A clown. My clown was pink and looked like a cross between a Dolly Parton and Miss Piggy. Mmm, this is good. I know that people like to hear the smacking, and I hate it when you're eating with somebody and they're doing all that lip smacking and talking with stuff in their mouth. It's gross. Some mukbangs, it's kind of changed kind of change your behavior, doesn't it? It's kind of interesting. But this is a very sweet apple and really good. It's really funny because it didn't look so good, but it was all they had. So I thought, and I won't eat apples unless they're really crisp. If I bite into an apple and it's not crisp, I take one bite. That's it. It's got to go. My husband hates that because go eat them. He doesn't care what they're about. Oh, now it's time for my banana. Mm-mm-mm. I like mukbangs, but obviously I don't need to gain a lot of weight. So I was thinking we could do a fresh fruit mukbang, and that's pretty good. Mmm, mmm. Do y'all like bananas? Mmm. Okay, so let's see. I don't know if you want to know about me, but I'm a very patriotic person. Um, when I was in high school, the Vietnam War was going on, and I was always behind our soldiers, and so I bought this bracelet. It's a POW bracelet. It has the name of Captain John H. Cruz III. And he was a soldier who went down in Vietnam in a two-man plane, and uh, he was missing in action. And 7 years later, they changed his status to killed in action. But when I bought the bracelet, you made a commitment when you bought a bracelet, you wore it, that you would keep it on until he came home. So no part of him has ever come home. And so I still wear the bracelet. And I don't take it off. I wear it all the time, even when I'm on set. If I can't, if I can't wear it in my role, then somebody on set wears it until I'm off, um, until I get done filming. And so I run into people who say, "Oh, I used to have one of those," and I'm like, "Oh, yours must have come home because you're not wearing your bracelet." And they always say, "Oh no, it's in the drawer." In the drawer. It's not where you committed to putting it. I saw an article a couple of years ago from the Los Angeles Times, actually. No. It was longer than that because it was before I came here. It was about 4 years ago. Um, this person had a bracelet and it was like in the drawer or something. And some reporter thought that was all special. Well, that's not special. They committed to wearing the bracelet till the person came home. If the person's not home, it needs to be on your arm. So, kind of aggravating to me as a patriot and somebody who took that commitment very seriously. But to each his or her own, right? Anyhow, I'm really glad y'all stopped by. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. And um, maybe I'll do another one live soon. Thanks. Bye.